And raising socially aware and respectful children requires knowing how to talk about diversity. A free workshop on this subject will be offered at the Maker's Place, and here to give us some insight is Jason Sample from Gateway Community Charters. Great to have you here on the show, Jason.
Thank you, Melissa. It's great to be here.
Okay, so tell us about the Maker's Place, because this is really becoming a great location for families. It's support, there's training. It's just a wonderful hub of information for families.
You know, I think the best way to summarize Makerspace is a home away from home. It's a place where parents who are working at home can go and have an opportunity to, basically have their children watched and cared for, while they also are able to take care of themselves as well as do work that they may need to do to, get things done and to keep providing for their family. So this is really, I think, a very unique thing that we have here in Sacramento, and I really hope people are taking advantage of it.
Me too, because it is so incredibly needed. It is so hard to have that community and that support, especially like you're mentioning, if you're a working parent, you just need just a couple hours of that daycare, or in daycare that's affordable at that. Right. It's so wonderful. And also another thing that you guys offer are these training programs, these opportunities for parents to find that information they so desperately need, but just don't know where to look. So tell us about some of that.
When I think about it, I think, when I became a father, no one gave me a binder that had all this information.
Books.
Right. That said, this is how you raise a kid.
Yes.
But here at the Maker's Place, what happens is there's a number of workshops that really go about empowering parents, giving them information, giving them, things that they need to know so that we can all raise better children, and we can raise, socially conscious children. We can, raise children who understand maybe some things that we ourselves didn't know. And so it's a great opportunity to train parents as we raise our kids.
Yeah, and because it does take a village. It really does.
It does.
And this is just another example of that. So tell us about this upcoming workshop, though, because this is a very, very important one.
Yeah, so our upcoming workshop is really helping parents understand how to become what I call race-conscious parenting. So how do we begin to have conversations in our families about diversity and race? Because it's everywhere. It's in the news, it's in our city. And so how do we as parents best equip our children to understand what the backdrop is and how they themselves can develop their empathy and their knowledge as they grow up?
And why do you find it important that we have this specific workshop take place?
I think it's important because children, they're so moldable, and they have so many influences. I like to use the example of my oldest son, Isaac. When he was born, he wasn't born a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yes.
However, no, he wasn't. However, I am one. And so what happens is he now wears the jersey. He watches the game.
They're impressionable.
Because he sees dad do it. And so these workshops really give us an opportunity as parents to see how we can really impression our children.
Yeah, and to be mindful, too, of our own actions. Maybe perhaps we're thinking that we are behaving or responding in a certain way, but we're not. You know, that the outside reception is received differently, and we want to make sure that whatever it is that our children are absorbing is the positive message that we hope it to be, right?
Exactly, because again, our own biases sometimes become our children's biases until they get older. And so how do we do a better job of kind of dealing with that early on?
Oh, this is beautiful. This is such a great topic. And this also, too, is just an example of one of the many workshops that Maker's Place has. I know we've had the Maker's Place on many times to talk about multiple wonderful workshops. Where do people go so they can learn more, not only about this workshop, but other ones coming up as well?
Yeah, so Makerspace SAC. I get that right. I did.
You're like, good for me.
.com. I always get .org or .com mixed up, but makerspaceslack.com to go and really learn about some of the other exciting workshops. I mean, there's workshops on internet safety, behaviors.
Yes.
The
talk.
The talk.
The talk is an important one, too.
I didn't want to say all the words, but the talk.
Yes.
So that's all in there. And so it's a great place and a great resource for parents.
Excellent. Okay, and one more time, when is this one taking place, though, the one about diversity?
Yeah, so that will be this Thursday at 5:30 there at the Maker's Place.
Okay, and do people need to register for this? Is it a limited space? How does that work?
There is limited space, so go online to makerspacesac.com and get registered, and I hope to see you there. I'm really excited about this.
No, it's such a great topic. And then but also back on the child care, they're really fast. So if parents want to attend, but they have little ones, can they take advantage of the Maker's Place Child Care for this event as well?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
That's very exciting. I have 4 kids of my own, an 8-year-old and 3-year-old triplets. And so, yes.
You've got triplets?
I have triplets. I know. I know. Can't you see the circles? And so therefore, yes, there is childcare. And so you better get it before I get it.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You're taking up some spaces with that. But make sure that you go ahead and go to the makersplacesac.com, register for the childcare, register for the workshops. You got it all taken care of, and you can attend and be a part of this incredible resource for families out there. Truly, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I hope to see some people.
Greatly appreciate what you guys are doing. It's amazing.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.